Can you hear me, Paul?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just trying to get my picture in. All right.
How you doing, Lindsay?
I'm doing okay. I haven't combed my hair yet. I took a shower and I haven't combed my hair yet, so I look a little silly.
We are what we are.
Well, that's true. Am I the first one on besides you?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
You all right, my dear?
Okay. So how have you been?
Trying to catch a ship here and there. I got one this morning, but it was a training vessel that was run by the Department of Transportation, but
What type of ship was it?
it's titled the State of Michigan, and it's a training vessel. Hard to describe.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll have to look later and see if I can find it. Yesterday I was watching something that Vibe with Mike, whatever the heck his last name is. And he was the American integrity and the American century were side by side, and they were uh moving cargo from one ship to the other. Uh, and it was interesting to see. I think the American integrity and the American century are sister ships, aren't they?
Yep.
And it's like watching the two of them side by side, where one was offloading into the other. I mean, with not a whole lot of space between them.
Yeah.
I've often wondered what the boom sounds like when it's in motion, when they're moving into position. Um, I mean, I realize the ships make different sounds. Have you heard how they sound?
What sounds?
The sounds they make when the boom is in motion, when they're getting ready to offload something.
Well, it's the conveyor belts going.
Yeah. I also saw a day or two ago how how the sister ship to the Anderson, what is it, the Clark? She was they pulled her out of the mothballs to do some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
I would,
you got to kind of keep up on that stuff.
I'm trying to. I don't know if the Anderson has been pulled out of the mothballs or not.
Just a minute, I'm trying to get back to where I was here.
Where you was?
Where I was or where I will be.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm going to do.
I've got to run down the hall in a few minutes to check my laundry and move it from the washer to the dryer.
Okay, well, and let me share this for you.
Okay.
Share screen. Here we go. Can you see that?
Barely, but yeah, I think so. What is it?
That's the state of Michigan. That's that training ship you were asking about.
Oh. It's a tugboat.
Now, see, it's got cabins for the crew.
Oh. It's kind of blurry, but I can see it. Nice music.
See, it says Great Lakes.
Very nice. So is that where everybody goes when they're being trained for the larger ones?
No, you get it's a college up in northern Michigan that operates this and does this. You can get a degree in maritime management or maritime.
Wow, I thought it was on the job training. I didn't know you couldn't go to a college for it.
Yes. See how the bicycle's on board? That's for when they get to port. The crew or the students can go someplace. You know.
That's cool. All right, I'll be right back. I've gotta run down the hall. I'll be right back. You're just gonna have to
Okay.
you're gonna have to look at my ceiling for a minute.
Brenda, how you doing, Brenda? Hey, Frank, how's it going? Nanya. TJ. So, TJ, are you working or are you home? Comes my little boon dog. My boner. You doing there, Boone? Oh, you go in later this afternoon, huh, TJ? Oh, good luck to you, Lance.
Outbound 30 minutes, but we look 12, outbound 4, Static Island, Victory 0959, over.
Randy must have taken his funny pill. Okay.
I'm back.
Hey, Lindsay.
I even combed my hair.
There you go.
Yeah. Are we the only two on the live stream that can
Yep.
see each other?
We're it. Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Justin.
I heard what sounded like a doorbell.
Well, that's when he's when anybody else is entering.
Am I the one that's going to be letting him in, or what's the deal?
No, I let him in. It was popped up at the top, says he was in the waiting room, and I hit it, and he came in.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
right, Justin? He may not have his microphone going. Oh, here comes Birdman, which is David. Do you see it at the top of your screen?
No. How do I get it so that I can see everybody?
Oh, you up at the right hand side, you've got to select in the view. You want to select gallery view. Hey, TJ, up at the very top it says view.
Wait a minute.
That's pretty funny.
All right. What happened?
Did you
It's just
select
CJ, don't worry
gallery
about
view?
it.
Hold your heart, hold your heart. Hold your heart and hope for a fart. There you go.
All right. I don't see view. I see wait a minute. I see Zoom, I see live, I see leave.
You
No,
on the
up at the
phone?
very top it says YouTube.
Are you on the phone or are you on the computer?
I'm on the phone.
Slightly different, Paul. And the person you need to ask has just arrived in the room. Hey, Mark.
TJ's trying to hold his heart, keep from a fart.
Right. So while TJ's
Hi, David.
microphone has crapped out,
Lindsay.
let me just say hi to everybody.
Paul.
Hi,
Hello.
Eddie. Hi, Frank.
Well,
Hi,
maybe one of you guys can explain to Lindsay
And hi, everybody else on here.
how she can see the
Gallery view.
gallery
Mark.
view.
Yeah, because I'm on my phone. I'm not on my tablet.
Yeah. Mark, it's over to you.
Is it an apple?
Oh, it's a phone.
Yeah, it's a phone.
That was pretty funny.
What make a phone is it?
What make a phone? Is it an Apple?
I
is it-
don't. Go ahead.
Or is it a Samsung?
I think it's a Samsung.
Okay.
Because the way I go from the normal single view to the gallery view is just slide the screen to the left.
Okay, there you go. Try that one.
Put your finger on it and slide it
Oh.
to the left.
Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Did it work?
Yeah, I see the four of you plus me.
There you go.
Hi.
TJ, do you feel better now that you had a fart? What?
That's funny.
What's he laughing at?
Good.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's laughing
Oh.
like a nut.
Yeah, Paul, you need to explain to us what was funny and what was happening. And
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Okay.
He's holding his heart again. Let her rip, TJ. Let her rip.
even my cockatoos are looking at the computer screen going, what the fuck?
Hey, JD.
Well, he's got that morning gas, you know.
Okay.
He baked it all night long, and now it's escaping.
Well, he could always go in the bathroom and let it loose. Okay.
Don't worry, his wife will be here in a minute to hit him with a frying pan. We hope. It doesn't help when Paul keeps putting jokes into the meter.
Take a deep breath, TJ, and then tighten up and let one go.
What's the weather like down there, David? It's been raining all morning here.
It's
That's
brightening
funny.
up, but we're due a thunderstorm shortly.
Yeah.
Due.
It's
Doesn't
It's
mean
been
we'll
raining
get-
here in Winchester.
stopped for the time being.
That's pretty good.
Let me have a look.
Oh, that's funny.
Ow. See, there you go. That's the British weather for you. The Met Office.
Yep.
If I could speak.
Oh, that's funny. That's pretty good.
So, Mark, the Met Office have given the whole south of England a weather warning of severe thunderstorms. And guess what? They've hit North Wales, Ireland, and Scotland. Nowhere near us.
Oh, God.
And this is that £2 billion supercomputer that can predict the weather 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
TJ, here's your favorite channel right there.
Oh,
We've
God.
been forecast rain right the way through.
Apart from different
Wednesday.
products. That's funny. Milk. Cabbage probably, yeah, cabbage definitely probably does that. I don't know, chewing gum major part.
Beans are good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you fart.
Major part. Yeah.
Here comes Justin.
If the day can't get any better.
Hi, Justin.
Good morning, Justin.
Lindsay joined just in time to get a good look at Morning with TJ.
Good morning, everybody in the chat. Reappeared.
Oh, that's funny.
What time did Matt eventually give up last night? I gave up at 4 o'clock this morning.
I don't remember. It was probably like 11:30, 12 by the time.
Somebody's yawning.
Oh, so not much longer after I went to bed then.
No, it wasn't too long.
You had a good turnout, though.
I don't even know how many people
Well,
were watching.
He did,
wasn't
but he's a
paying attention.
cheapskate. He won't pay for anything so he can have people on the panel. He has to have 6. He's a cheapskate. Come on, Matt. You can do better than this. Pay your bloody $12 for Zoom. Or $15, $20 for StreamYards, what he was using.
He always used StreamYard because it was free.
Yeah, no. Cheapskate. You can only have 6 people on the panel, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep shuffling them around into the green room.
Yeah, that shuffling thing bothered the hell out of me. One minute Justin's there, the next minute he's gone, somebody else is there, and then he's gone, and somebody else.
Mid conversation, he just swapped you out. Go on, piss off. Nah, it's his channel. He looked like a good stream, so.
Yeah, he had a good time. Justin had a good time too, didn't you, Justin?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What did you do yesterday?
You know what I did?
Who did what yesterday?
I breathed.
No, Justin, what did you do yesterday?
Nothing. Why?
Oh, because you were like, because everybody was asking, like, did you
Well,
have fun?
he was on the Matt Northeast.
Oh yeah, that's right. What
He
Last
was-
night, the show you missed, TJ.
He was
I
live
gotta
last
go
night.
back. I gotta go back and watch it. I was at work yesterday, or last night,
Go
but I
back
didn't
and
know.
watch it. It lasted about 4
What
hours.
time did he end up? What time did he end up going live? About like 10 something or whatever.
No, he went live at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock
Oh,
Eastern.
did he?
And he
Um,
stayed on for 4 to 6 hours, doesn't he?
Went 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, Jim from Above and Beyond Drones made a little comeback last night
Oh, okay.
after
I'll
being
check
missing
it out.
for
Yeah,
after
Jim Boyd. He was on
yeah
one. Yeah,
after being missing for 3 years.
yeah.
Well, there you go. Maybe
I'll
Matt's
So
not
it
such
was-
a little channel after all.
Go ahead,
So
Lindsay.
it
What'd
was-
you say?
I have to cut this short. I've got some stuff I need to do. So I'll chat at you guys sometime.
Well, thanks for stopping in, Lindsay.
Well, it was
Yeah.
brief, but yeah, you
Yeah,
guys have
okay.
a good day.
Yep, you
All right,
too.
Okay,
we'll see
Lindsay.
you.
And enjoy your
Bye-bye.
paracetamol. Enjoy your headache pills after TJ's giving you a headache.
You didn't give me a headache.
Gives everybody else.
So
TJ's got to take some gas pills.
yeah.
Oh God.
So was it you?
Right, let's go.
Matt? You Matt and Jim last night, Justin?
Oh no,
Yeah.
he had a full house.
Oh,
Well, there was
It's about 12.
Dominic was there.
Lloyd.
Ron showed up.
Lloyd, Grumpy
was there?
Vlogger.
Yeah, Lloyd was there. And you had Chris from Texas was there.
oh.
Ron Lockwood. There was a bunch of people.
There's like 12 people on the panel.
The other Australian.
Well, the thing of it is what they were talking about before, if you didn't realize that what they were talking about, is that he uses the free, which only allows you to have 6 people on at a time, and he had 12 or how many people did he have at one time?
No, there was only like 7 or 8 at the most at once. It's just some people were leaving and then taking off.
You left
It was
Dominic
4
in
hours, 43
Joe?
minutes,
for
40
ages.
seconds.
I got put in the green room for a while too, a
Yeah.
couple times.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up? Yeah,
But
Matt's
it's-
show was 4 hours, 43 minutes, 43 seconds.
Yeah.
But like JD said, that's one of the reasons Matt doesn't actually like the paid version, not because he doesn't want to pay for it. It's he doesn't like having more than 6 people on his panel at a time. He says
So
it's too much.
there's a paid version of StreamYard, and then there's a free version.
Yeah, free version you get 20 hours a month for free.
Oh.
Streaming. You can stream 4 or 5 hour streams, or you can stream, whatever, however you want to mix it up. But you only get 20 hours a month. That's enough to do one stream a week for 5 hours. So.
Yeah.
It
But
takes,
yeah, Matt-
it takes Paul 5 hours to do one stream.
But the thing is Matt doesn't like having more than 6 people on a panel. He said that numerous times.
Yeah.
So
So six is pretty much his limit.
yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah, and Steve came on as well from California, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Carpenter
Steve.
came on last night.
Steve Carpenter.
When you have more than 6, it can be a little nerve wracking because everybody's talking at one time. It's like, what?
You know what's crazy
What?
is everybody I was thinking about this week all showed up on Matt's live stream. Because
Yeah.
I was obviously we were talking about Jim about 3-4 days ago because Matt called me yesterday and told me that Jim was coming on, but not to tell nobody, so I knew ahead of time. But I was thinking about Jim the other day, and I was thinking about Steve. I was like, we ain't seen Steve in a minute. He was on there last night.
Who was that other Australian one?
The only other Australian on there was Dominic.
No, there was another one, I'm sure.
Mm-mm.
No, there was
Was it Andy?
he was in the chat. He wasn't on the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost watched the whole show. I gave up when Adrian was on, and Adrian was yelling
Oh,
at
Adrian
everybody. I
was
was
back,
kidding.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Adrian was being obnoxious, wasn't he?
He
Why
was
was he
yelling at
yelling
his
at
kids.
everybody?
That was only because Matt annoys the piss out of him on purpose.
Yeah, Matt does.
Matt pushes his buttons. Like he'll tell him to share a video, and Matt will sit there and drag it out for like 20 minutes just to annoy Adrian. But
Yeah, I turned it off for a while, then went back again at the end. So last night, Pilot Institute put out a video on the 2 executive orders that were signed yesterday. There was a second one.
All right.
And the second one, it came down to guidelines that he's directing all the different agencies to do. And basically what they're doing is they've got dates now they've got to have. And it doesn't say anything about banning the drones.
No.
It says banning components that we're having problems getting in supply chain. So it's basically not saying banning DJI. So DJI isn't being pulled off anything. But some of the companies that supply the components may be pulled off, and they're trying to get a better system. That even with Port 108, they're doing it with the Beyond Visual Line of Sight. Gave them 240 days to figure it out. 240, I think 4 days to figure it out. But it's at probably, and like Greg says, go back. I'll get the thing, throw it in the chat. Go back and look at it. It's about 8 minutes long. Greg's even optimistic on it. He says he thinks it's pretty good, a good deal.
What, 6.5 months?
Well, like I said,
Yeah,
what did they?
well, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, well, it's like, the entire drone community, as soon as they heard, oh, there's drone legislation, they just went straight to just, oh, they're trying to fuck us, they're gonna bend us over, they're gonna put us in
I
the
know
radar.
you got to
And
get clickbait. This is YouTube,
And none of it was even negative.
But
At all.
that's the mentality, Justin, of society today. Somebody makes a statement and they're out rioting on the streets, and nobody ever said anything about that,
Well, nobody knew what it was gonna be, and then it turned out that it was actually quite favorable, it seems like.
Yeah, it did.
And I've been saying from the beginning, he didn't give a shit about drones. You could tell the last 2 or 3 times he talked about them. The only concern he ever brought up in any press conference was that the military bases were complaining about drones hovering around the bases. That was the only thing he ever said about them.
Yeah, he's worried about spying on bases.
No,
No, he
yeah,
wasn't.
but
No, he wasn't
but
even worried
that's-
about that. He said the ones around the bases we knew about.
yeah, and then when the New Jersey drones came up, he said, no big deal. He goes, it was a company that was approved by the FAA. Why they didn't tell anybody, I don't know. He goes, and all the other drone sightings were just everyday people throwing their drones up. He could care
Yeah.
less. He has no,
Well,
he has
I'm gonna
bigger
put
fish
that
to
link in
fry.
there.
Mm.
Dude,
I even
unless some-
sent it to Marcus Crawford last night. And Ron had been talking about it, and they haven't been clickbaiting, but Marcus has been really downplaying it. Negatively, saying that he doesn't like Trump at all. So he's trying to say, I'm not being political, but he is. So I sent it to him last night. I said nothing about banning, and I said, here's the 2 links, and he gave me a thumbs up last night. But it's like, I think I sent it to Randy too.
Yeah, the only thing that's gonna get these things banned, it seems like at this point, because it just keeps not going through when they try to keep passing these laws, is literally like an act that happened in Russia. It takes something really stupid like that, and then they'd be like, all right, fuck it, they're all grounded. That shit would happen overnight if something like that happened in Russia here. Oh, you best believe that shit would be banned overnight.
Yeah, and he was going on about how he's almost finished the trade deal with China. They've got another meeting coming up between him and China, and they're having it in London.
Fuck off, get out of London. Unless it's on London, Canada. Then
Well, their last trade talks said they weren't really well, so.
yeah, but they're not going to go well in London, are they?
As long as none of the diplomats get stabbed, it should be all right. They'll have plenty of security. They'll be all right.
So that's not going to be till September because he's not due in London till September.
Yeah, it's not going to be him and Xi Jinping.
No, it said
talking.
in a few weeks, I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
but the last talks wasn't even them 2 leaders talking. It was their advisors talking to each other.
Yeah.
Or their diplomats, whatever you want to call them. They met up in, what was it, Switzerland or some shit? Or was it some East, it was some European country. I can't remember which one it was. But they met up there and had talks, but it was just the advisors. It wasn't Trump and Xi Jinping. I don't
That's
think
the
they're.
link for Pilot Institute I just stuck in there. It gives the what he's talking about, because he put it on late last night. Greg, it came on right after y'all got off. and man, I popped it on quick, and then I sent a message, and he must have been up because I sent him a message and he answered it. But he's very optimistic with this because it's making the FAA do their job, it's making the FCC do their job. And I went on last night too. Oh, by the way, I went on last night too because the video he put out earlier during the day, he put out one earlier, the regular talk this morning that he does in the mornings on Fridays, and he listed out the things that were in that bill that they've got, that if the study isn't done, it automatically goes into effect. And I sent one to Trump with a copy of that on there. I sent one to both House of Representative leaders. I sent it to Stefanik and said, quit trying to pass new bills. I said, because this is already there and should be done. I said, represent the people like that.
Right.
And then I went to my congressman and I sent them the same shit with that highlighted stuff. I sent about 15 of them out last night.
This is on Greg's show, right?
Yeah, that's on. Yeah, Pilot Institute.
Did you email them or you actually sent like written?
I sent them all
letters?
text message on on X because they're always on X. So I go on X and send all these things to them. I get replies every once in a while. You know, I put like this. Every other day, I find something to write about a drone. I send it to Trump. So I don't know.
How do you know who your congressman is? Like, how do you do you just go to
Oh,
that
Jesus Christ, DJ.
Well, no,
Lord,
I heard this before,
And
and I
it's
was like,
Ed.
Good morning.
Everybody heard about Ed.
Yes.
Good morning, Ed.
what's up, Ed?
Good morning.
Well,
Welcome to
obviously, you
the-
don't vote much, huh?
How's everyone doing?
No, I mean, like when it's when you hear about voting, like I just go and vote for whoever I think sounds the best. I guess I don't know.
You talking about the name sounding about? Or what?
Yeah.
There's a website, TJ, where you can find out who your congressmen and senators are.
Hey, you just go to
Oh.
Google and put in Congressman of Florida.
Oh,
And it'll give you a whole list of them.
Yeah,
And
and
what
it'll tell
years
you
they
which one
served.
is your the ones for
Correct.
you too.
Good morning, everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat. Good morning. Good morning.
The representatives you want to
Good job,
contact.
good
if you're-
job, Ed. You want to see what they're saying in there? Oh God.
So
Absolutely.
TJ, if you're trying to change federal and you're passionate about something, you contact your congressman and your senators for your state. If you're trying to do that on a state level, you contact your governor and like state attorney in different state positions.
gotcha.
TJ, just stay ignorant about politics. It's better.
Yeah.
Or run for president. Because
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
what better could we have than a guy stood up on the world stage at the UN Security Council laughing at
His head off.
everybody going, get Barney.
Yo,
That's funny.
And they're all going,
Funny.
we've just seen a world disaster. TJ's going, that's Barney.
Y'all better start raising some fucking money then, because you're gonna spend at least $1 billion
yo,
doing
Mark,
TJ's election.
my American
yeah.
friends, what's happening with Donald Trump and Leon Musk? Hey, what's going on?
Elon.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
I saw one last night. Okay, I saw something on Instagram last night. Megyn Kelly. Now, Megyn Kelly, if I had a chance, I'd be in trouble. So, okay, but she came on and she had an interview with Trump not long ago. And they were talking about, it was right when they started having their little rift together. And as they were leaving after the interview, she said when they were leaving, Trump looked over at her and they said something. She said something about Elon again. And he said, you know, you got to look at it this way. If they weren't talking about us, we wouldn't be winning or something like that. You know, she says it's almost like they've got it set up, like you were saying.
Ah,
And that was what I was saying. Is
No, no,
I'm
no.
not saying it is, but
no.
it's
I'll
just
tell you what it
something-
is, Ed. Right? When they were
You tell
doing
me, my
the
friend. You tell me.
right, when they were doing the colouring in the Oval Office, right? Trump wanted the red crayon, and Elon Musk took it first. Right? They got into a massive spat. Right, and then when Trump got hold of it, Trump started chewing it, and Elon Musk hadn't finished with it. That was it. The whole hell just broke loose.
Well, the thing is like I've said before, Elon's not a dumb guy, but there isn't a single person that's really taking his side on this whole rift between
Taking
the
it
two.
side.
So
Look, TJ.
Yeah, I see all them poker chips. That's cool.
Yeah, I printed
Well-
8 more last night. Don't go to the casino today.
Oh, there you
Trump-
go.
Trump said that he wished Elon well
well, because
and
Elon,
that there was no bad blood between them.
well, Elon's
Ouch.
Elon though he kind of went on a tantrum though because he started unfollowing all these people he was following that weren't even in the middle of it. Like Charlie Kirk got unfollowed, and he did a whole video about, hey, you know, you're always welcome back. I don't have an issue with you. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Apparently, there's a 0 mileage one owner Tesla going up for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's selling. He said he's selling the Tesla he gave him.
Don't worry. They're all on detention after school.
Yeah, go on.
I don't know.
Well, first
telling
off, I
you.
ain't never seen Trump drive a car in his life.
Yeah. And them kids on Justin's bus are acting better behaved than the politicians are at the moment. Not just in America, but across the world. You've got British politicians throwing paper aeroplanes at each other across the freaking House of Parliament.
Justin, I got a question.
What?
If I go to the Silver Slipper Casino this morning, and I get there and I go up to a roulette wheel and I take these 12 chips out my pocket and stick them on there on black, how long you think I'm gonna be at the casino?
I'll give you minute and a half before you mouth off to security.
Well,
Well, actually, it depends how fast you can hear the words pelican.
you spend about
I go over there and I say,
They'll
I
sell
want
it.
all of these on black. I put it down on the table. I think I'm out.
No, they
be-
probably will
no,
not even notice it till tonight when they go do their counting.
Actually,
they notice.
you know what'd be even funnier? Yeah. Is if he wins and then they put loads of more chips on the table and go, look, we printed these last night, and oh, you fucker.
That would be funny. What would that be? That would be a good Instagram, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You go out there and you put my chips on there, win, and then they put more of my chips out there. That would be good.
Yeah, true, Randy.
I'm gonna do that with AI. What do you think?
Why not?
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, okay. So I was reading what Nunya put in there. Yeah, they do. They do claim that Elon does have autism or a form of it.
What?
Yeah, they've said that plenty of
God.
times over the years.
It's the
But
news.
that would actually explain though part of why he's so successful though, because autism, there's 2 different spectrums of it, right? There's
Mhm.
people that are hyper intelligent and are really good and just really good at focusing on something and doing it, which he
But no
seems to be.
social skills.
Yeah. And then there's people obviously that are just, you know, they're way behind their peers. They're never going to be able to live on their own type autism, you know? So it wouldn't surprise me if he has
Everybody
it.
needs to have a label these days.
With a label on it that says
I'm
like,
not saying it's true, but it's been brought up a bunch of times over the last like year and a half about him
Can't we
apparently
just
having
say that he has an ego problem? And he just can't let things go? Because let's be honest, back in the 80s, right? If we was acting like they are, we'd just be called little twats. That's it. End of story. Right? You'd just be blamed for having a chip on your shoulder, an ego, and whatever. Yeah. Now it has to have a label.
Well, the reason why I say he's not a dumb guy because who could build that kind of wealth from almost nothing?
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
one smart man. That's
Anyone. Anyone, if you
I
have the
mean,
right
but
idea.
it's not easy though. He's one of very few people, you know.
You just got to have the right idea
Because
at the right time.
even if you come from a rich family like Trump did, and his dad gave him $10 million to start his company or whatever, however much it was, to still take that and turn it into a couple billion, that's skill.
But
Not everybody can do that.
Richie Sunak, yeah, he didn't even have Sky TV when he was a kid. I mean, forget the satellite dish on the fucking wall, but he made it a billionaire.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's like less than 1% of the population of people that are able to do that, though. That's what I'm saying. It's a special breed of people.
You just have to be at the right place, the right time, with the right idea.
Exactly,
Man,
but
if my parents gave me that kind of money, man, I would go waste it on hookers and blow, bro.
Yeah, it's like your videos. You just have to have the right video at the right time for it to go viral. You could have the greatest video in the world, but if you don't put it up at the right time and doesn't hit the right market, you're fucked.
well, he didn't really come from a poor family, though, Nunya. But he did. I mean, he took his PayPal money that he made from PayPal, which I think was like 15 million or something like that. It wasn't a whole lot. I mean, by today's standards, and he was able to take that and turn it into what he has now.
So was Musk the founder of PayPal?
Well, he's one of the co-founders.
All right.
There was multiple people involved with PayPal. I think
So
Jack
he was smart enough to get in the beginning.
matter of fact, I think Jack Dorsey was part of PayPal, the same one that owned Twitter at one point.
Yeah.
Was running Twitter. Twitter, I think, was his old co-founder. I'm pretty sure Jack Dorsey was part of PayPal. But both of those guys made a lot of money, but he's not nothing. He's not Elon rich. Oh no, he wasn't part of PayPal. He was the co-founder of Square. Okay, so him and
Nanya
Elon.
said, TJ, you're the next pre-millionaire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely like to be the next millionaire.
Okay, so their only involvement together was through Twitter. Okay. I thought he was part of PayPal.
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 PayPal's going through a bunch of shit right now over that damn what was it, the application everybody was using to find better deals online. Oh, what the hell was the name of that app?
You know what? I'm going to make an enemies list like Sheldon Cooper has. And the first people on that list is going to be Amazon, Bamboo, and the people that roll filament onto fucking rolls.
What?
Oh, it was over Honey. Remember that? All the big influencers were sponsored by them for a while.
Oof. Nobody won the Euro Millions last night again.
Yeah, 210 million.
Yep. It's going to be, what, 220, 225?
210 million.
It was
Hot
just
rod.
on the news that Abrego Garcia is now back in the U.S.
Randy, they didn't pay him to leave. They sold the company, him and the other founders of PayPal. And then they all
They got cashed out. Yep.
I think he made like 12 to 15 million. It was something in there. It wasn't like he got walked away like a couple hundred or nothing. What's up, Dustin? Let's see how much did Elon make off PayPal.
La, 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 la.
What you up to today, Ed?
Me? Busy day, bro. Busy day. It's my
Getting his
daughter's
car.
wedding shower, so I'm gonna be the driver, driving the girls around today.
Oh, you got a wedding shower, you said?
Yeah, my daughter's. Yeah, so I gotta
Oh,
drive
I
it.
want you to clean that car out.
It
You
is
cannot
clean,
build his
bro.
car.
It is clean, bro. See, I even went to buy some shiny tire,
Oh, nice. Some tire
some
foam.
some
Dude, that stuff
a-
works. That stuff works awesome.
some Emerald.
Where did you put all your builder's stuff?
I bought a
that?
big old.
Bro, guess how much a can like this costs here? I don't know about you guys. Do you guys have this kind down there too?
Yeah,
I
Armor
don't
All.
have,
That's
I
a
don't have that
About
one,
popular
but
brand.
$7, $8 a can.
I don't
$7,
have
$8
that
over
kind,
there?
but
Yeah.
I do
Oh, that's
have
cheap.
I have a different
it's not
brand
that
of
much.
tire foam. And it does the same thing. Make sure
I just bought a can of that the other day. It was like
Stuff.
$4 something.
Holy
Jim.
$21, bro.
Mhm.
It was
For
like
this.
$4 or $5 at Walmart. I think I paid for.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
567 grams.
I had a mate that used to have a real posh car that he used to drive for work, and it was all full of rubbish. And when he did his daughter's wedding, he cleaned it all out, but he put everything into plastic tubs and into the garage. And then after the wedding, he opened his car door and just chucked it all back in.
What were you cleaning your truck out today or something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
He's got a wedding
Oh.
shower to deal with.
My truck is always clean, bro.
I gotta
Now,
go
are you
too.
driving them around in the truck, or are you driving around in a different car?
On my truck, yeah.
I gotta
We're
go.
taking my truck and then we're taking one of our best friend's car.
Was that Justin?
Oh, I said I gotta go to a funeral this afternoon.
I was gonna rent them a limo, but it's $700.
Funeral on Saturdays?
Yeah, so it's for Sarah's cousin, the one that passed away last month. They're just out doing it, so
No, it's done.
gotta
So I was
go.
like, no, I'm not spending
2 o'clock.
$700 for a day. Screw that.
Hey, Paul, what you were talking about, that guy coming back last
Yeah.
night, they had Pam Bondi on, and she was saying that the reason he's back is because they've indicted him on human trafficking. And they've got, including children, they've got videos, and then for also, he was involved in the group that they had a trailer turnover in Texas that killed so many people. He was involved with that. We got proof that he was involved with that. So they said they're bringing him back in, and they asked a couple of attorneys, and they said, well, they've got that much proof and indicted him federally. He needs to make a plea if they'll even give him one, because this is worse than he could have gotten just staying down in El Salvador. So they're saying that the Democrats stirred it up and it pissed everybody off. That's why they're doing this.
Nah.
Should've just left him down there. It's a waste of money.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Joe. Joe.
Joe,
What?
Joe. I heard they're making your favorite drone number 2.
Well, that's not mine. That's Lance's and Paul's. Paul loved it so much he went and bought 3.
Oh, wow.
They're making a Neo too.
Yeah, that's what I heard yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That don't surprise me.
Hey, Paul, why did you just lick your scissors?
Because he used it to cut his Boston cream in half.
because I cut it because I took your
Ramen
advice,
noodles.
your advice the other day.
Yeah,
You
it's
were
cut
eating
down.
cup of noodles.
It wasn't my advice.
Yeah, you were eating
there
it.
we go.
I
Paul's
didn't.
cutting-
But what were you using the scissors for, and why'd you stick them in your mouth and lick it?
Cut the noodles up.
Yeah, Paul's
Lord,
cutting
that
down Boston cream.
Cut the
He's
noodles
cutting
with
them in half
scissors.
and eating 2 halves instead of whole one.
Dude, I love ramen noodles. Those things are awesome. You can do just about anything with those things.
Dude, that s'mores ramen noodle. Ugh.
Oh,
Stupid.
that sounds disgusting.
I was like,
Here you go,
what,
Justin.
what
There's a real good breakfast that you could do with ramen noodles. It's like amazing.
Here you go.
That's a good one, Joe. That's a good one.
That came out nice, huh?
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, send me that picture. Send me that picture.
Fucking
real
Five
quick.
Guys.
That's pretty good.
I'll do something with it.
That's pretty good.
I'm
Hey,
afraid
George,
to send it to you. What are you talking about?
Joe, you know that picture reminds me of King of the Hill. That cartoon King of the Hill.
Oh
the
yeah,
big-
yeah. Like his dad. You talking about his dad? That's funny. That's pretty.
That came
good.
out nice.
Yeah.
That's the ones I'm eating, Joe.
Yeah.
Cup noodles.
Wow.
That's
I
another
just
thing
had
good
this.
for you.
I just had this from Tim Hortons. Never again.
Scrambled eggs. What?
It's scrambled eggs. It's the same thing, scrambled eggs, a little different way. In French.
Yeah, with hash browns and bacon and never again.
Oh, it's nasty or what?
Oh yeah, bro. It's all microwave stuff. It's gross. La 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 la.
Why is there a trash bag in the back seat?
What?
Why is there a trash bag in the back seat? What is
Bro,
that?
that's the wife's dress, bro.
Oh.
Come on, bro.
Oh. All I saw was the trash bag. I was like,
Bro,
what is that?
come on, bro.
No, come on, bro.
Hold on.
Come
Hold on, I'll show you more. I'll show you more stuff. Hold on. How do I use this phone?
Oh, okay. That's all the supplies. Got the flowers
Flowers.
there.
Flowers for the girls. You know, they can't go
Oh,
out.
bummer. Bummer.
Now, how many girls are in the party?
There's 8 of them. Well, 7 now. 1 dropped out at the last minute.
So what are you doing? Just hanging around waiting for it to start or something?
Yeah, bro.
Right.
My wife is getting her nails done, so I'm waiting for her to get done, and then we're
Okay.
gonna go to my daughter's best friend's house and decorate the truck and her car, and then all the girls are supposed to meet there, and then we're gonna surprise my daughter. She doesn't know this is going on, so
Yeah, Sarah just went to go get her nails done too.
who me?
You gotta go in there and video the
Sarah.
nails being done and the woman saying, "You are so pretty."
No, my wife just went and got her nails done too.
Bro, it's
Love to-
freaking expensive here, bro.
I know she comes home one day, it was like $80. I said, what'd you spend $80 on? Well, they had to put this like special clear coat stuff on.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh, for fuck's
Pickle
sake.
gel.
I was like, how
And
much
my wife
did that
was-
cost? She was like, only 40. I was like, what?
And my wife don't use those. You know how some women have big nails and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's just her original nails that she gets stuff done to it. She doesn't put
Crazy
that.
how they how
That's
girls like walk around with like maybe like an inch or two like long nails. Like
Yeah,
what?
bro. Like my daughter has a friend.
What are you gonna do with those things?
My daughter has a friend that her nails come up way out here, bro, and they're pointing. Sometimes I feel asking her, how the hell you wipe your ass? Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
you know what I mean? Like, part of my
Will you
language.
will you just scratch my back right quick?
Crazy. And the eyelashes, bro, it comes out like they're talking to you and they're always blinking, you know, like because they can't. The eyelashes is
Yeah,
too
it's
heavy.
funny. It's funny when they have the long nails and they're sitting there like people like girls that have the long fingernails that like type on computers. You can hear them go like that.
There you go, TJ.
Hold on.
You don't see it. I don't see it.
My acrylic nail.
Oh yeah, like
Oh yeah.
Scanian, Weinstock, and Reisman. Hey, LaRonda. Now, I got 4 people on hold, but I can't talk.
I can't talk. We got 4 people on hold, but I can't talk.
That's so true though, dude. You'll see people doing that where they'll have long nails like that and they'll be typing and shit and I'm like, I don't know how the fuck they even do anything with those.
Yeah.
oh wow.
Joe, you're gonna like this one.
Oh fuck. Wow.
Oh,
A
so
what?
here
A
in a
ball?
second.
What? A ball chin? Oh, ball chinny. yeah, ball chinny. Yeah.
Man, I gotta come here and get my pedicure done. Wow.
I got the second page to your comic book.
Yeah.
Facebook.
What are you doing? Like a cover page comic book thing there, Justin?
Me and Joe were just talking about the other day.
Oh.
And it didn't change the image at all, except for just what was going on in the image.
You sent it
Goes
to me? I'll see it.
Yeah.
Well, let's wait.
Yeah, I'll show you. This was the original image here. Joe bringing in the security. Or the security was
Yeah, that's funny.
dragging his ass out of the casino.
Hey, do me a favor. Do that one again and tell them to do it in a square image.
Do it in a square image?
Yeah, because I'm gonna stick that on. I stuck the other one. I got a square one of the other one. I put it on Instagram. And we tell them to do the same image in a square image, and then I'll stick that one behind. And I'll say after they paid me, they told me I couldn't stay any longer.
Just do a square page of this picture?
Yeah, and tell them the chips have to be red, white, and blue.
It didn't change the color of the chips.
I thought they were blue. Hold on.
No, there's red, white, and blue in all 3 of them.
No, all I see is blue on the chips.
See, not on my. Oh wait, hold on. Check. Oh yeah, okay. I was looking at the wrong picture.
I'll be back, guys. I'm going to catch a ship. Joe, you're in charge.
I don't want to be in charge.
You are.
See, he punishes me all the time.
What?
Oh, that's all right. I can fix that. Why? I fixed that.
Yeah.
So you got host Paul Murray, and you got Birdman co-host. Justin's not even a co-host, and Mark's a co-host, and TJ's a co-host. I'm not even a co-host.
Good stuff. All right, I'm waiting for it to process.
Well, if you're a host now, you can make somebody a co-host.
I'm not anymore. I gave it back to Paul.
Well, he can just take it back anyway. He has a reclaim host button.
Yeah, if I gave it back to
Yeah.
him now, I don't want to be a host.
The thing is, though, is like if you're co-host, you're made host, and then you give host up, it doesn't like revert you back to co-host. It just reverts you back to regular. Stupid.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
dumb thing.
That's what he did with me yesterday.
Yeah, he hasn't been giving me co-host. He's punishing me. I think it's a blessing. So
Oh, nice, Randy. Randy got a deal from Bamboo yesterday.
Oh, not bad.
They got $500 worth of shit for $288.
That's pretty cool.
Would you have
Yeah.
credit with them or something, Randy, or there's some kind of sale?
yeah, I put on mine. I said, went to the casino last night and brought my 3D printed chips. I said, when I won, I was shocked because they paid me out with my own printed chips. Seems they have a 3D printer too. Then I'm stick the other one there. I said, then security realized what I was doing and I had to leave. And I was asked to leave. How about that?
No, you should say, I heard a guy say Pelican. I thought I'd better leave.
Now that you got all that filament, Randy, maybe you can make a little action figure of myself for me.
That's what it redid it as, Joe.
Okay.
Pack it in, TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one better. Because that's what I'm going to say. They asked me to leave, you know?
My birthday is coming up, so hint, hint.
Oh, happy birthday, bro.
I appreciate it.
TJ, here's an interesting fact for you. Everybody's got a birthday coming up.
Yeah. It's somebody's birthday somewhere.
We're only I think we're actually 199 days away from Christmas.
Yeah, that's pretty wild to think about.
Better get some Christmas shopping done.
Crazy. I was just informed that the year is almost over. Or halfway over.
What?
Well, yeah, we've gone past the halfway mark.
Yeah. Man, where's all the fucking time go? That's crazy.
Oh, no, we haven't. No, we won't go past the halfway mark till the 1st of July, will we?
Man, I can't believe it.
It's gonna be like 2026 soon. Like, what the hell?
I can't believe I'm turning 21 in 2 months.
I can't believe I'm turning 18. Jonathan, what up?
I said, after I was paid, I was asked to leave. Guess they don't like winners.
Yeah, TJ turns a teenager on his next birthday.
Yep. We're going back in time.
Good song. Huey Lewis in the News, Back in Time.
Back in time. Who is that? That's
Huey Lewis in the News.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Come on, Paul.
We'll tell him.
Did you hear Lindsay this morning? She said, what did she say to him? She said something. She said something to Paul about, she said the ships when they were unloading, I wonder what they sound like. What do you think they sound like, Paul? And Paul sits there for a minute. She goes, Paul, what do you think they sound like? What sounds like? He wasn't even listening to her.
When Lindsay was on earlier?
Yeah, she said, I wonder what the two ships sound like when they're next to each other. What do you think they sound like, Paul? And Paul's going. And she said, Paul, what do you think they sound like? And he goes, what sounds like? Didn't even hear, wasn't listening. That's what he does here.
Well, last night when we all left, there was 12 people watching Paul's chair on his own.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Well, we all left him.
For ages.
That's funny. Everybody was watching Paul's chair.
That's pretty good, too.
Paul even
Yeah, we all decided to leave at the same time.
Paul even came into Matt's chat last night as well.
Yeah, I saw him in there.
Your work's giving you some time off there, Jonathan?
Jonathan.
TJ, mine gave me 2 days off today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Saturday
cool.
and Sunday, bro.
Heck yeah. I'm off tomorrow and Monday. Huh.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
Guess what, TJ?
What's
I'm
up,
off
David?
from Sunday right through till Saturday. Every day of the week for the foreseeable future. My boss said, get the fuck out and don't come back. And I went, cheers, bye.
I got to do 20 hours fucking next week. All week, man. Gee.
No more ball and chain. Does that mean his divorce has come through?
Oh, that's what he. Oh, okay, that's what he was talking about.
Enjoy. Are you enjoying the new drone?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
It's a new drone, but it's not a new drone. You know what I mean?
Well, it is new, right? I mean, it wasn't refurbished.
Well, it's a
Oh
drone.
yeah. It's fun, you know, but it's like I went yesterday out to the point and I was gonna fly it around and they had a bunch of birds. I said, oh hell no.
What's your problem with my birds?
They don't like my drone.
Paul only like Joe
It's
only
not
likes
that they don't
birds.
like your drone, it's just that they've been trained well.
Joe
I
only
was-
likes birds when they're wearing bikinis.
I was watching the video you posted there when you were flying in the park there. I thought you were gonna go right through that castle, not a castle, whatever that park thing is.
Oh, he's not that brave.
I went over to the tugboat and I almost went through it yesterday. A day before yesterday. But it was
Where all
windy.
that
I'm not gonna do it with the
Alright.
wind.
I seen the one where the walking bridge is missing the wood on the lake there, or the river, whatever you want to call
Oh
it.
yeah, that's been missing since 2021.
Well, that's good news, Jonathan. His parole's finished.
You what?
Jonathan, he says his parole's finished.
Didn't know he was on parole.
Not good when you're on parole, bro. Did you have to wear an ankle brace too?
No, generally not for parole. No, that's house arrest. It's different.
Yeah.
I saw Instagram and it said my daughter came up to me yesterday and asked why Uncle Benny wore a watch on his ankle.
That's the thing is house arrest isn't always true house arrest. Like if you're going to school, if you have a job, you are allowed to leave at the times you're scheduled to be out.
Yes,
But
that's
then
what
you
happens
have to
over
be-
here.
But you have to be back at your house at a specific time. If you're
That's
not
it.
there,
You just have a curfew.
No.
yeah.
Here, if you have a house arrest and you work in wherever, you have to call your parole officer, let them know when you get to the job and when you're leaving the job, so they know when you get home.
But if you're wearing one of those things, you can always like take them off, can't you?
No.
No, bro, no.
No,
Oh.
You
There you
cut
go.
it
Yeah,
off.
take them off,
Cut it
TJ.
off, and you'll get a SWAT
But
team
how
coming
would it like
window.
if you got an ankle, if you got one of those ankle things on, how would they know if you like took it off or whatever?
Because
Bro,
it's got
Because-
constant connection. If you
because
cut the strap, little alarm goes off, and it sends a signal of your location.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has
and the-
GPS.
and the straps are extremely tough to cut too. And they
I
put
thought
it
they were
tied
like,
up
I
against.
thought it was like some kind of like fabric or like one of those like
No, and then they
Yeah.
put it tied up against your skin. Like it's
TJ, what they do is they give you a free Fitbit. Yeah, you put on your ankle.
Yeah, it's not fastened with Velcro.
crazy.
TJ, go try.
You can't just cut it off and put it on the dog.
Yeah.
Go try,
TJ.
TJ. Now let us know how it works.
yeah, TJ. If you're that curious, you can always, I don't know, go to jail.
Yeah, and then have them put an ankle thing
Yeah.
on them.
Find out which crimes are covered under the ankle bracelet. Which crime normally gets an ankle bracelet?
Yeah.
Just see TJ going out, actually going to commit one of them crimes and completely cocking it up and end up fucking getting jailed. The judge is like, send him down, and TJ's going, that's funny. He's getting carried away.
That's funny.
There ain't nothing funny when Tyrone gets him in the shower.
Whatever you do, don't pick up. TJ, whatever you do, don't pick up the soap.
Yeah, I know. Like, oops, I'll just leave it right there. I got an extra one.
Unless you're that way inclined.
Yeah, I don't really think TJ'd be laughing too much if he was going to prison.
Oh, you know what? I'm not a big dude. I'm a little guy. If I did end up in that situation, I think I would become like, I don't know.
Actually, TJ would become the first person to get a pardon after 24 hours when the fucking governor of the prison goes, fuck that, he's just been constantly laughing all day. Go on, get down, get him out.
That's funny. That's funny. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, TJ gets arrested and they say, we've caught the Joker.
We got the Joker.
Car comes around. Time to go to bed. That's funny.
That's pretty good.
TJ, you start laughing like that in prison, bro, you're gonna get your ass beat real quick.
Probably would.
I'm just warning you, don't listen to these guys. It ain't that funny.
I still reckon TJ will be the first one to get a fucking pardon, even from Guantanamo Bay. They'll be like, fuck that, just send him home.
Oh, fuck.
He's bringing moral up. Get him out of here. He's bringing moral up.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, officer, but that's funny.
Because TJ can't stop laughing, he'll be whipping the shit out of him, going, "You find this funny?" TJ's still laughing, going, "That's funny, that's funny," clapping his hands.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
God.
TJ, the first war criminal to be tortured, ends up turning torture back on him.
All I ask you, TJ, is if you ever actually go to prison, don't ever think back on this conversation.
Okay.
Just
Like,
pucker up and
I remember
watch your
some
ass.
friends of mine telling me to do all these things. Should I actually do them?
TJ, you're not going to jail.
No,
Bro,
I'm good.
if you go to
I've been once, and once is enough for me.
You've
bro, if
actually
you
been
go
in jail.
Yeah, I've actually been once.
How long did you get?
I was out the next day, but it was
Oh,
I
I
didn't
wonder,
do-
I wonder why.
bro, that's not jail,
It
that's the
wasn't,
holding tank,
my
bro.
fault. It wasn't my fault that I got there. It was.
That's what every criminal says.
It's
these criminals
never
come.
anybody's fault.
Right. When
Well,
when you
well,
say
what
jail,
had
do you mean
happened-
you was just arrested?
Bro,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was arrested for public drunk, is what it was.
You have to go to jail, but it's only until you get bonded out the next day.
bro, that's not
Yeah.
called jail. That's drunk tank, bro.
He got arrested for public drunk, and they realized he was just laughing.
Yeah.
Oh
Just,
shit.
just imagine TJ in the cell. That's funny. And all the other prisoners. We're guilty. Just fucking send us down.
Go to jail for public drunk here in St. Tammany Parish. You go for 4 days.
And it was.
And I don't know about it. I just know.
It was in the New Orleans jail too. It was like overnight. Then I got out the next day.
Where?
Oh,
In New Orleans.
You in New Orleans?
Yeah, I was in New Orleans when I got arrested.
yeah, he was fucking running amok with
How
all
in
the
the
rest
hell
of
did
the
you?
tourists.
What time of year?
It was like a long ass time ago. It was a long ass time
No, I mean
ago.
it was just a regular day, not like in a Mardi Gras setting, right?
No, it was just a regular day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mardi Gras, if you get arrested a week before Mardi Gras, you're gonna be in jail till the day after Mardi Gras. They don't let anybody out.
Oh yeah, it was.
They don't want to deal with you a second time.
Yeah, it was way before that.
TJ got out
Okay.
after 24 hours. He's like, I don't know, I'm going to make it out on the outside. I'm institutionalized.
I'm gonna need some
DJ.
assistance.
I've never been to jail. Do you want to know why I've never been to jail?
Because you're always a good boy.
No,
Never been caught.
because I've never been caught.
Uh,
David, never say
I'll go
never.
to jail if they can't catch you.
well, I mean, well, yeah, I guess you're right, Randy. I guess
Here-
it's not real. It's not really jail.
DJ, here, if you get caught drunk, whatever, they only put you in a drunk tank. It's a
Now,
place
Let me
where
ask
they
you a
take
question. TJ, let me ask you a question. You said it was in New Orleans. Where did
Yeah.
they keep you at? Where were you kept at?
It was like it wasn't, I guess like Randy said, it wasn't like jail where they had the bars. It was just like in a room. It was in a room. I guess like y'all are talking
Yeah,
about.
they don't have general like old time cells like you see in the movies anymore. They're all
Yeah.
big old heavy duty doors,
Fucking
like
five.
reinforced. Like
But
Yeah,
this is what I'm
Sure
trying to
we
get
do,
at.
bro.
shit.
When they brought you to the
the
police,
windows were double plated, so
when they brought you to the police station, did they bring you anywhere else, or you just stayed at the police station?
I think it was, I don't know. I think it was just the police station. I was kind of inebriated at the time, so I really, and I had,
And you probably were just stuck in a holding tank and then let go the next morning.
Yeah, that's probably what.
Because they
that's
didn't
probably-
bring you to. I put it like this, TJ. If they would have brought you to parish prison, inebriated, you would have been a different story. You've been talking funny.
Yeah, because what had happened was I had the guys I was working with at the time when my dad was alive. We were in New Orleans working, and like that night we had all went out and they gave me a Xanax bar and was buying me Hurricanes and stuff like that. So
Oh,
No, that's not 100% true, Randy. I'm saying, but most modern jails and prisons now don't actually use bars anymore. They're just
No,
a
bro.
bunch of heavy duty doors that open and close.
yeah.
Justin,
Parish
we still-
prison here is doors and the old bars and everything.
Yeah,
Right,
we
but
got
that's an
We
older
used to go
one.
pick up we used to go pick up sick inmates in there. I used to walk in the place.
Yeah, we got two big jails here where I live. One is like 20 years and under, and the other one is over 20 years, and all has those freaking bars with those gates that you see in the movies that slide in and out.
They go,
Yeah, I'm talking about newer prisons and jails tend to have more of a door type setup where they're just really heavy duty doors that open electronically.
Where they put freaking 10 people together on one freaking room.
in that holding cell, you weren't by yourself, right?
Got to toss
No,
him.
I was by myself, but there were like other people in the holding thing.
That's what I meant. There were more
Well-
people in there but you.
Yeah.
Well, see the way a
Yeah, you
lot
in a
of
holding cell.
Yeah.
way a lot of jails and prisons are doing now are what they call pods. It's it'll be a bunch of like about 20, 30 cells in a pod, and then they'll have one common room just for that pod. And so when
My
they
dad
come out,
bailed me out
that's
like
the
the
only
next
people
day
they have
'cause
any interaction with.
He knew people at that jail, and so like he was able to pull strings and stuff. So I got out like the next day. So because I called him from the phone, and he was like, I can't do anything right now, but whatever you do not cry, don't talk to anybody. I'll take care of
Yeah.
this first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
and
don't. It's the best advice he gave you. Don't cry. Go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
and then we have another one that's modern. It's newer. It's for the people that child molesters and all that kind of crap, where they keep away from the regular people,
Yeah.
or also kill them. You know what I mean?
They call them special needs yards here. If the prison has one.
Yeah.
'Cause
Here, if you do something to a kid or molest a kid, or whatever, and you go to jail, if you go to a regular jail, you're not gonna make it over 24 hours because they'll hang you.
Oh yeah, it's the same way in our jails and prisons too. Like they always separate those people because everybody will always be like, oh, they're gonna go to jail and get the justice they deserve. No, they're not. They're gonna get put with a bunch of other guys that are just like them that don't care. And that's it. It's just like
Yeah.
how the people that tell on each other in prison, they end up going to special needs yards
Bro,
to get out of the general population.
the jail back home, it's here. I don't know about over there, but here, like their lunches and suppers and whatever, they eat better than what we do at home anyway. But back home in Portugal, back in the day, I don't know now. I haven't been there for a long time. They used to give them bread and water, bro. That would be your lunch, your breakfast.
Bro, have you ever seen that loaf shit that they feed prisoners down here in some prisons? It
No.
looks like a nasty ass meatloaf. And that's what you get for breakfast and dinner every day. And it's got like all your daily nutrition and everything and vitamins and all that shit in one big nasty glob.
So one of my buddies just texted me and said that
So
he
gross
bought the
looking.
he bought the Air 3S, and he said he was confused though. They shipped the batteries in the controller without the drone, and he bought it straight from DJI, not a third party seller.
So just
You
contact
doesn't have the
DJI.
drone yet?
Said what?
You got everything but the drone first, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably shipping the drone from another area to get it in.
Yeah, and usually with the newer drones, don't the Flymore kits come separate?
No, they're all together.
Which drone was it you were buying it and they were shipping it separate? Wasn't that the Air 2?
I
I
couldn't
don't know.
tell you.
I got my Flymore kit when I bought my Mini 3 Pro. I got the Flymore kit about 2 weeks before I got the drone.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
thing with
that's
me.
what I'm saying. That happens sometimes. I knew that. I've heard of that before.
Yeah.
So
That
that's
happened to
probably
me
what
too.
happened, TJ. Just let them know
Wait, what was
It's
it?
coming.
that the other half sometimes they don't ship it all together. Sometimes they'll ship the drone
Yeah.
by itself, and then everything that goes with it will come separate later on. And sometimes it could take a week or two. But he should contact DJI anyway, just to clarify that. There was one drone that everybody was ordering. Maybe it was the Avata a while back. and
Damn.
all the
How'd you like to have
Flymore
a drill
stuff was.
instructor look like this? That would scare the shit out of me.
I bet you
Look at that
rock your
face. That's
fucking.
intense.
I bet you rock your fucking world, Joe.
Oh no. Now this is the kind of look I used to give people when I was in right here. This captain right here. That's the kind of way I look at you and say, bitch.
that were about 8 inches shorter.
We're not measuring that.
No, actually,
So
that's not true.
Why do they
Justin,
do that? Why do
Justin,
they
that's
put
not
that
true.
in?
Actually, he had the high boots.
Why do they do what, TJ?
Yeah, the platform boots.
Ship things separate. Like why don't they ship it like all together? Why do they sell like the batteries and the controller and not with the drone? Like why do they have to ship the drone like separate?
Because they
from, like,
might not have had all the stock in one location.
One might be coming from China. The other one might be coming from Canada. You know.
Or it could be
yeah.
coming from New York or California's location. Or Texas and California. They got 2 locations there.
I tell you, this is Officer Candidate School, a new platoon going in, a new battalion going in. And whoever's taking these pictures, they're damn good. Look at this picture. That is damn good. Just the detail and the way they're doing the pictures. They're getting the rule of third, everything right. Hurrah. Hurrah. I remember those days.
Justin, Laura said shut up.
No.
Everyone else, she said nothing.
All right.
She's been gone 2 hours and she's rung me twice.
Oh, is she on her way up Scotland?
No, she's stopping at her mum's just up the road.
All
In
right.
reality, you could have hit the decline button twice. I would have.
Hey, Justin, the headline says,
There it was.
haircuts fresh, dreams locked, let the chaos begin.
What were you saying, Dave?
I said, Sarah will fucking kill you.
Oh, dude, she hates when I do that. Like, if she's just yammering on, I'll be like, oh my God, why couldn't you tell me this when you got home?
Yeah, that's what she rung me to tell me she got a meal deal. And I went, you had to ring me to tell me this? She went, yeah. And I went, is that because no one else is answering the phone to you? TJ.
David.
Give Laurie your phone number.
She'll be calling me 24/7 like, Laura, leave me alone.
No,
Yeah, but she's your problem then, not mine.
No, but David, Sarah will call me for like 10 minutes talking to me and trying to tell me everything that she did for the day. Just fine.
Yeah.
But then I'll be like, all right, let me go get dinner started, whatever. And
but you and Sarah live in the same house. So
yeah, but she'll keep talking to me and then she'll be like, all right, I'm pulling in the driveway. I'm like, you just told me when you got home.
Couldn't you have just waited till you got home to tell me all this?
I think you're so lucky, right? If I'm having a conversation with Laura, she'll just stop it mid-conversation to talk about something like TikTok, right? But if I do the same to her, oh my God.
Kate sends me a text message and then phones me before I've even had a chance to read the text message.
Yeah. Sent you a text?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know. I've just had the phone go ding.
Remember, guys, wife is always right.
Sometimes we're right too.
Ed.
Yes, sir.
Under the phone. She's got you by your nuts and she knows how to twist them.
It's okay. It's keeping me out of trouble. If it wasn't for her,
Where's
I'll
the
probably
fun
be.
in that?
If it wasn't for her, I'll probably be in jail, bro.
Yeah, but you could be in a cell next to PJ.
No.
Wasn't even the jail he was worried about. He's like, no, TJ.
Like I said, I'm not worried to going in there, bro. I would be like, man. If they would have put me with bigger guys, bro, I would just be like, I would pick the coolest guy in there, bro, and become their best friend.
That's called being a bitch.
I was just waiting for someone to say that, bro.
Gonna hold his pocket too for him?
You want me to scrub your back?
That's funny.
I'll buy you a cookie.
I'll buy a cookie.
He'd be his hype man. You just be repeating everything he says to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yo, run those ramen noodles. That's right, run them.
You know what I like when Laura goes away? Butter pies. There's no compromise.
No butter pies, no compromise.
I really like that show, 90 Days in Jail, that you guys have down there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
I've never seen
But
that
some of
before.
that stuff is fake, though, right, Justin?
I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you on that show.
Wasn't that like a
Yes.
reality show or something?
I mean, those are sheriffs, and that is a legit jail. So I don't know how much staging they could do in there that a law enforcement agency would be comfortable doing that. You know, because they have to legally, by law, they have to take care of those prisoners. So I don't know, dude. I honestly have no idea. I know most sheriffs wouldn't put up with a bunch of staging shit
Yeah.
when it's a serious thing you're dealing with, you know.
Well, I have more than one ship.
Right.
Alright, guys, well, I'm gonna get off here. It's about time for me to start getting ready for work. So,
What time you got to go in, TJ?
well, not. I guess I'll. Well, it's only like 10:30. I have to be there at noon. So,
It takes you an hour and a half to get ready.
no, I just. I don't know. I don't know. I can.
I don't know.
Tell him, TJ, you got to do your makeup, haven't you?
Yeah, he's got to get his makeup on.
Yeah, he's got to do his pedicure, manicure.
Yeah, exactly. Take a shower. Yeah,
Gotta get my nails like that long.
and got to take a shower.
Shower and shave.
There
You do
go.
realise when TJ goes off the camera, yeah, that fake beard comes off, flicks his hair, it all falls back into place. Yeah. He ends up
the
puts
long
his
hair
suit.
just shags down.
Yeah, he puts his suit on. He's like, I'm a businessman now.
Yeah, that would be
Actually-
TJ.
Somebody is knocking on the back door anyway, so
I'm gonna get up too. The wife is coming. I'm gonna start driving here, so I'll catch you guys on later.
See everybody later on.
Okay,
Yeah.
later on we'll be
Yeah.
on.
See you guys. Have a good one.
Bye, Ed.
And then there was 5.
And then there were 5. Except Justin's been awful quiet.
Okay.
Not
There was
really.
4.5.
Last like minute or two, maybe.
So what's your plan for the day, Justin?
I gotta go to a funeral later.
Oh, that's right.
I gotta go to Sarah's cousin's funeral.
Now, is that close to where you live, or you got to drive?
No, it's about 20 minutes away. It's not very far. We thought it was gonna be down where his aunt lived, but I guess they decided to do it down here. Cause she moved like an hour away. She used to live here where we live at, but she ended up moving a couple years ago.
They're having quesadillas. I'm not gonna be here. Yes, you can have some.
We gotta go hook up this Android Auto. Sarah's mom's car for. It's one of those little Android Auto screens.
Oh, for the dash?
Yeah, because hers is a 2000 like 15 or 16, and it doesn't have the big screen in it. It's just got a little tiny screen that doesn't do anything except for the backup camera and the stereo. That's it. So she wants something. Because they're about to go on vacation for 2 weeks.
Huh?
So they're going to use this while they're out on the road.
I went to change everybody out.
Bluey went straight into my monitor screen.
Did he get your attention?
He got his own attention. Means you're going to have to watch him now for the next 2 hours. You know what I'm doing after this? I'm going in the bedroom, gathering all that shit up that Laura's gathered up over the last couple of months, and I'm bidding the fucking lot of it.
So he's chosen death.
Okay.
If death is what it is, death is what it is. Sorry, just has to go.
So when you decide you want one of the birds to go, do you just let them out and let them go?
Hell no.
Why?
Well, one, it's a criminal offence, and two, what sort of evil person do you think I am?
Well, that's a different category.
These birds are here for life.
Yeah, those are domesticated. Can't just throw
Yeah,
them
but
out in the
they
wild.
could probably go domesticate themselves somewhere else, right?
Nope.
Oh my fucking god!
Paul, these birds are like Boone. Boone is your companion. These
Yep.
birds are my companions. These birds are here for as long as they are breathing. They've had
Yeah.
enough shit in their lives. They've all been abused and treated badly. Now they're here to be treated decently and have a freedom in this living room, bedroom, hallway, bathroom, kitchen, wherever they want to fucking go.
This thing came with a rear view camera. You don't need that though.
What is it you got?
It came with one of those rear view cameras.
Yeah, but what is?
The Android Auto screen.
Android Auto screen. What the? Never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's like a little 7-inch like tablet
Oh,
that you put in your car, and it has like a holder and everything it goes into. And it's for cars that don't have any like smart features built into the
he's been on
entertainment
fucking
center.
Team You again, hasn't he?
No, she bought it off of Amazon. Her mom did.
Yeah. Team You.
But it comes with a backup camera, but her car already has one, so she doesn't need it. I don't feel like running that thing anyway, so.
I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff from DJI. God darn. They sent
Well,
all
you
kinds
would
of
contact
things,
them
all
about your
kinds of
50
different emails.
Later, Dusty.
That's right, Dusty.
Oh, check the dollar stores too, Dusty. Dollar General's got them. They might have some in stock if you can't find them at Walmart. Cause those things sell out quick, dude. Every time the dollar store gets them, they sell them out within a few days. People buy those kiddie pools up every year. A lot of people use them for their dogs and little kids. And need my print. So, run the cable.
Hey, Justin, a friend of mine called me yesterday.
Uh-huh.
He said he's got a good deal on a Flymore kit of a Mavic 2.
Right.
Mavic 2 Pro. He said, is it worth getting? And I said, probably not. I said, why you need it? He said, it'll give me a better camera than the Air 3, Mini 3 Pro. I said, no, it won't. That's number one. And I said, he said, it should work with the controller I have, right? And I said, what controller you have? It's RC1. I said, nope. Okay, never mind. Nope, won't work.
I don't know. The Mavic 2 Pro is still a hell of a camera though.
Well, it would have been good, but I said, the guy was offering it to him for like 500 with 3 batteries. I said, but how bad are the batteries? How many times have been flown? Went through everything. I said, because when I bought something from somebody that said it was good, batteries swelled up in 3 months. You might not be able to get them.
Yeah, but the problem is though, is the reason why he was selling it so cheap wasn't even because of mainly that. If you go on eBay, they're going for cheap as shit. There's so many of those on eBay now
Yeah.
that people
I
are
told him,
selling really good combo kits for like $800.
Yeah, I told him, just suck it up and buy an Air 3S if you can get it. I said, that'll set you for 10 years, as long as you have batteries. I can get the Air 3S today. I got 4 or 5 places that have it. But I don't want to spend the money.
Shit for that cheap though, I'd have bought it anyway. If he had the extra money, I'd have just bought it anyway for that cheap.
Butter pie.
Yeah, but it didn't come with a controller either, did it, Joe?
Yeah, he's got to use his phone.
Yeah, because it's got the older controllers. That was before they had all. The original smart controller works with the Mavic 2, doesn't it? I think
Maybe.
that one, I'm pretty sure that one does.
He doesn't have that controller though. And he's the guy I used to do the videos for the houses. And he went and bought a Mini 3 Pro. Now he does them now without a 107. So you don't have to pay out that extra money.
Is that allowed?
What I need to do is I know about 5 agents. I need to get with them and try to get at least 1 or 2 of these a week. That'd be cool.
Can't get batteries from Mavic 2 Pros. You tell me there's nobody selling those on Amazon?
You might find them like a off brand, you know. It might be okay.
Oh
What
yeah,
you
there's
call
a
still got the Pro. The Mavic 2 Pro, that's Ron, right? Lockwood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
there's
would
some.
probably be better than the Mini 3 Pro, but it's like just the age of it, I wouldn't fool with it.
There's a bunch of them. I don't know if these are third-party batteries, but they are going for about $100 a pop. But there's tons of sellers selling them. Or you can get a double pack for $205. I was gonna say you can still get Inspire 1 batteries. They're not the originals, but I know you can still buy those. Because everybody always says, "Oh, you can't get batteries for those." I'm like, dude, there's tons of third-party companies that are making batteries. There's like 2 or 3 different ones that make batteries for it. There you go. I want to run this with the cable. Right there. Yeah, the batteries I was seeing, Randy, on Amazon, definitely. I'm pretty sure they were third party because I didn't see DJI printed on any of the labels in the pictures. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Randy. Those didn't quite look like the originals. Yeah, I was pretty sure those were all third party. I mean, I could use third party batteries, Randy, as long as there was a lot of good reviews out there on them. And there's been people have done some test videos and different things like that. They'd probably make me feel a little more comfortable using a third party battery. I had to.
What happened to the box of? Oh, cereal?
Oh, let me get those. Put them up.
I can barely see it. No, unplug that.
What you got going on today, Joe?
And anything going on today, it's gonna get to be about 92 degrees.
Hey.
I'm gonna see how the weather changes later, and I might go out with the drones. I'm trying to decide what kind of video I want to do. I want something a little different today.
You fly in warmer weather. Do you notice the difference in the batteries at the
No.
higher temperatures?
Nope.
I don't either. But everybody says, well, you got to fly it below this and below that, or
No, you don't.
In your
If your
area,
battery's going bad, it will get hotter.
Paul, your heat would never be an issue with those drones. Your cold, maybe.
Yeah.
You don't get hot enough where you live to even come close to the top rating.
See, and Paul
those
doesn't
batteries
have
can
like
handle.
air data. Air data monitors every one of my flights. So I get to look at the I get to look
Battery
at the
temperature
battery
and everything?
temperatures, everything. Yeah. And it gives me a warning if it gets above a certain degree.
Yeah, the thing is, Paul's in an area, they don't get extreme heat like we do
No.
down here.
I've
So
been down
that,
here in 98 degrees flying for 30 minutes and never had an issue.
but it gets cold enough up there where it could be an issue with the batteries and cold.
Let's see.
Your remote controller tells you what your battery temperature is.
Let me see. I'll tell you what my
Yeah, I always keep my batteries warm until I get down there to do a ship, and then it's just a matter out in the cold for minutes, you know.
my highest battery temperature was 148.1. And that flight was, let me see, that was a Mavic Air 2 battery. And that was in December of 2021. I don't know what the temperature was that day. But it went to 140. You know what that was? I know what that was. That was the one that was starting to swell. I look at the flight. That was the one that was swelling and was trying to pop out the thing. It went up to 148.1. That's the one that I got rid of right away because it was starting to overheat, but it was swelling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Randy. Like where Paul lives, the heat would never be an issue for him. A heat wave up there is like maybe what, mid-90s?
Maybe.
You're still not coming close to their limit, their temperature limit. Because it's over the hundreds.
Yeah, my battery the other day, when I flew the Avata 2, it was 86 degrees. The battery got to 95.2. When I did
That ship's looking a bit blue.
when I did the Mavic 3, the other day, my battery got to 120.6 and it was about 87 degrees. Now let's go see the one. Let's find that one. Yeah, the one that I told you I brought it down to like 12% and hovered and did all this other stuff. The highest it got was 134.4. And that was probably because it was hovering for about 6.5, 7 minutes. But air data gives you all the details. Look, let me show you. If I do this, the overview. It's going to give me all my flights, all my times. Total mileage on all my flights, 863 miles.
Wow.
I had 779 flights. I got 881 now, actually. I just haven't loaded the new ones in. It tells you all your details and it goes by flights. It'll tell you everything you did.
Yeah, you were all over the fucking place there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I was-
What the fuck were
I
you
was
doing?
I was flying up here, getting the hyperlapse. I was getting the train. I had to go over here and catch the train and come back across. I went over here to watch for the train the other way. You know, it's just all over the place because I'm doing different things. I'm not just flying, you know.
It's like a
I'll come up
2-year-old's
here and
drawing.
I'll take a clip to here, then a clip to here, then I'll move over and I'll take some going this way. Then I'll take some doing a little part of an orbit. Then I'll do a little bit of other things.
Yeah, so that looks like a 2-year-old's drawing.
As you can see, not all of them. Look at that one. That was
Yeah, but
chasing boats.
That one I can see because you're going in a straight line just back and forth. More of a
Yeah, I'm
straight
chasing boats. You know, like
Yeah.
this. Look at that one. Chasing boats. Whenever that was on bug fly, I was going to look around for kayaks.
Yeah, you can see you're kind of following the water.
Yeah. You can see a lot of these things. Let's see. Look at this one. I started here, went all the way back over here, came over here, went all the way up here. Then when you get right here, that's where I start losing signal. And it doesn't make sense. So I don't lose signal here, I just lose it here. But there's trees all right here. And that was that looks like I should have hit that thing 3 times. That was that windy day at the playground. You see, I go all over the place. And if you look 90% of the time, I'm over water. So let me show you the one. Let me see. May 3rd. That was the last flight of the Mavic 3. That's all I did. I went up here, took a picture, went over here, took a picture this way, came back, came over here, got to right here, boom, down, done. That was when it attacked me.
Oh, okay.
But if you see it, I didn't do anything out the ordinary. I brought it up here and I was bringing it back to me. I was parked right here, and as I started to land, it just jumped at me. But you can see this. Let me show you. You see this? You see that part right there and that part right there? The two little. I'll go straight.
Yeah.
That's where it was landing, and that's where I was. You know. See. You can see the straight line right there. That's where it was
All right,
landing. That's where I was standing.
Have a good day, Randy. See you later, man.
So, but if you look around here, there's nothing but water. That's Manchac, where that bridge was right here. That area right there, that's where the bridge is that we shoot. No, it's right here. Take it back. That's Manchac right here, Manchac Pass. That's where that train bridge is. Right there. But I like Air Data because it keeps track of all your flights and everything. So if somebody comes up and says, "We need your flight logs," I pull a copy of the whole thing.
Oh, should I rock the fedora today? It's a all black one.
Hmm.
I should rock the fedora today.
There you
Sarah hates that thing.
go. She hates it.
Yeah,
Why?
How?
I don't know. She just doesn't like it.
Back to the drawing board. Ooh. Okay. Close the doors.
Gotta jump off here. I gotta go put this thing in the car and get that
Hey,
done before
Justin.
we gotta
Hey,
leave.
thanks for covering for me, buddy.
I'll catch y'all later.
Okay.
Hey, Justin.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I might jump too. I might
Okay,
decide to go
let's-
do something.
Let's just close it down.
Yeah,
Okay, everybody. Hey, David, thank you, my friend.
It's all right. I'm gonna